We did it again, my fellow traders. We took a very solid trade to the downside and made some great money trading it. And I'm gonna show you guys the exact live trade that I took, because as always, I always record every single one of my live trades. Also, we're gonna break it down right after, show you guys exactly how you guys can identify these kind of trades, how you guys can take the trades, as well as even possible entries, re-entries, all the good stuff in this one single video. So let's run through the live trade. Let's break it down. And I have one very funny thing to talk about, because somebody left a comment on my somebody left a comment on my Instagram. I would say a very stupid statement. So let's go over that after the breakdown. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I identify these levels and trade them to my favor to make money in the market when the market opens. Now, I do have a few things drawn out, being New York City session market opens at 6:30 a.m. for me, Pacific Standard Time. But the level that we're going to go over and the trade that we're going to go over is this very simple short entry here to the downside, as well as how I identified this very simple level here. First, let's talk about the very simple level that I found. Now, if you guys have been following me as a trader, you guys know I very simply like break and retest kind of trades. A break and retest is a breakout of the most previous highs. So you can see if market came all the way above this general area and broke above, then I would take longs to the upside. But in this case, all I did was grab the most previous lows around this general area. You can see at one point market hit this general area, kind of bounced, and it did bounce. But then at New York City session market open, a major sell-off. And actually, if you read candlesticks to the precision down to the T, you would understand that this massive sell-off candle actually is closing below the most previous candles as well. You can see the low or the closing of this candle was at 74.1825. 74.1825 is anywhere where my white line is. You can see all the candlesticks held above, but in this case, this one closed below. That is a break of structure. So on the next little bit of a pullback here, I decided to enter 5 contracts. That's how simple it is. Break of structures downside, entering on a pullback, retest entry, nice sell off to downside. Now, there are even a couple areas you can enter as well. You can even see after it does do a major breakdown, another pullback where you could possibly enter some more contracts again, guys. Use these levels and these trade setups in your favor to identify trades, because using a very simple break and retest strategy, you can identify 2 trades here. The first trade being the breakdown of this candle here, break of structure to the downside. Second trade being a pullback retest entry to the general area for another downside action play. You can even see we're here one more time at this general area. You could take the risk, but going on the higher time frames, you got to be very careful. You got to make sure everything else lines up as well. But just on the lower time frames, you can see it can be very quick, easy, nice entry for some good gains. Anyways, guys, that is very simply how I identify my trade levels, my trade setups, and you can even see the market reacts at these general areas, and that is where you take your trades. If this decides to break out above, maybe do a little bit pullback retest to the general area, then I'll enter for some longs. If it decides to continue rejecting around here, comes back up again, then I'll probably take another short. That is how simple I keep trading. So if you guys want to learn how to keep trading that simple, as well as even trade as simple as I do every single day live, then join the freaking link. I'll see you guys in there for the live Sunday seminar, as well as you guys will have access to not only me, but tons of access to all the library to learn how to trade exactly like this. The cool thing about my strategy is it tells you when to enter. It tells you where to enter. There is no guessing. Most strategies or most trading strategies, it's a strategy, but they don't tell you where to enter. They just tell you that this is what the market's gonna do, but they don't tell you where to enter. My strategy literally tells you where to enter. It's the breakout. The moment you get your pullback, retest, that is the entry. This is exactly what we did today. And if you guys want to learn more about that, a couple free ways you guys can learn all this sauce for free. Either join and attend the free seminars every Sunday, or join the 7-day free access to the Discord. It's just 7 free days. You might as well take advantage of that. And if you really enjoy the community and you really enjoy the education behind it, then stay along for the full journey, the full ride, and be a part of the Project Academy. Now, one thing that somebody posted on my Instagram or commented on, which I thought was pretty stupid, is this comment right here. This guy said he's more impressed with somebody taking 10 trades to make $700. On average, that's like $70 a trade a game. how much are you also losing to make that $700 with 10 trades? You know what I'm saying? So if you take 10 trades to make $700, when you take a loss, are you also losing the same amount? I mean, the risk reward, the math in my head, 10 trades to make $700, meaning you're gaining about like $70 on average. And then what happens if you lose? You lose $70 too as well? Is it a one-to-one risk reward? I don't know. Either way, I thought that was a pretty stupid statement because I made $700 in one single trade, and this guy said he's more impressed with $700 made in 10 trades. That blew my mind. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below. Am I delusional? Am I the crazy one? Because I almost want to slap this dude. I could not believe what I was reading. I can't believe he really typed that out. But I'm 5 years in to understand that absolutely one single trade, $700 is amazing. 10 trades, $700. Not that it's bad, but that's a lot of trades. Less is more. And that's just pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the Discord as well. Catch you guys in.